All right. Hello, this is Marie Diaries, and I'm here to do a video. All right, but before I get into this video and this reading, my spirit guides, my angels, my archangels, my ancestors of the highest white light, I ask that you come in and guide me, protect me always, 24/7, 365. I ask that you give me the clearest view of the video and the reading through any of the cards or anything that I decide to use and have in my hands. I ask that you immediately return any and all of the negative energies from people, places, and things, including ill will, intent, negative intent, etc. I ask that it goes back wherever it needs to go, immediately, permanently. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you. All right, so I'm coming back to do part two. So this is going to be like section part two. All right, because I got into um starting some reading, well, like a part one reading for the young girl, Emily Pike. And I, like, start off on I started off in part one explaining how she came up, or like how I was introduced to her situation, um and what happened to her. Um yeah, it's sad. It's very like it's very disturbing. um I just don't understand how people are, for her to even got up, and for her to even got up, for her to even, I don't know what she went through. I don't know who this could be, but it's just like, for a child, for a child to be 14, a child that she didn't even get the chance to live her life, um and her to have been dismembered, like they're saying. And then they're talking about, they saying that they still don't even have her hands. And I know that, of what I've heard. Hold on. All right, so I know that I've heard from other stuff that I've like came across and watched online, whether it's from YouTube, before I even started being on YouTube, because I've been on YouTube since, heavily since like 20, what was it, 2019 or something. I put in my description. But for them not to have, excuse me, her full body, and they're not even really saying if that's just what they're missing. Like, do they, so that mean, is that meaning that she have everything, like they have all of her body except for her hands? I'm wondering, because I know from what I've seen, and I feel like I just heard about this recently, like something in regards to another case or something that I've been like, either I've done a reading on, or I don't just watch the video in regards to it, because I grew up watching a lot of crime channels and stuff like that, from the first 48 to CSI to what is the old one, Unsolved Mysteries, with the real creepy theme song. um yeah, I sat home while my mom worked a full-time job, my mom that raised me. I get out of school, and when I'm at home, half of the time I'm watching that kind of stuff. I'm watching Lifetime. I'm watching all these kind of like, you would think they kind of like grown up stuff, but that's the kind of movies out, and stuff that was like, it caught my eye. It was like, I could sit there and watch the whole thing. Um, so I feel like I just recently watched a video. They say that when that's done, now I don't know if this was done on purpose, because we don't know, or they're not really saying how far her remains was, like wherever they was, were they on the surface and like covered with like, like maybe trees, or like, I was gonna say like like leaves and trees and stuff to just kind of cover her, or was she like specifically like, they dug, they dug a grave and all of that. And I feel like from that video that I saw, it had to be like within the last couple weeks. They said that when people do that, they be keeping people hands because they don't want, when the body is discovered, whenever the body is discovered, they don't want um the people that's doing the work to, identify the body. They don't want them to be able to identify the body uh for whatever reason. And now it just came to me, I feel like they also could have took her hands because she probably more than likely fought back. And they say when that's how they be, the situations when certain people, they're fighting the person that's trying to harm them. They're fighting them, and they literally have good nails on their nail beds and stuff. They got good nails. um you get where there's like, scratching back, or maybe some kind of or marks on the face. So I just got that maybe this person did that too, because for one, they did it because they didn't want her to be identified, um like immediately, because it's gonna take time um to identify the body if that's the only that's the only part of the body that's missing. If it's the hands, I feel like, because what I've heard, like within the last few weeks, I know I just heard that from some other case that it's instances where that's why they do that, because they don't want the body to be identified right away. But now I just got to, I feel like whoever did this to her, they did it because she was fighting back, and she could have been like scratching at them, something where she got their DNA on her hands. Um, and also too, now I'm getting, like I said, I don't know if it's a connection or not, but I see 10:10 on the clock right now. It's Friday. It is March the 21st, or actually it's the 22nd, right? I believe it's the 22nd. Um, and I see 10:10 on the clock. Excuse me for, it's the 21st. Yeah, Friday the 21st. I see 10:21 on my, is that what it said? Or am I looking at the date again? No, I see 11:11. I see 11:11 now. It just went to 10:12, but I still was seeing 10:10 on that clock. Don't mind me. I'm in my room, my little room. I live in a studio apartment, so yeah, that's why I'm reaching back like that and all that. But anyways, I had just got to that. So now it's three reasons why they would have did that. They all could be significant. One out of three could, one could be significant. Two out of the three out of three could be all significant as why they did that. Third reason, I feel like, and if neither one of the other two is significant or resonate, they did it because they gonna realize where she came from. Because they saying she in a group home, but I don't feel like that could be the reason why they kept her hands. Um, which is just like, oh my god, yo. It's already enough. It's already horrifying and horrible enough that you don't already did what you did to her, but to keep her hands, um, that's why I feel like when I was doing part one, or part 1A or part 1B, that's why I said that card. I left the cards here, so whatever came out, I left them. I was gonna I was going to pick them up or whatever, but I decided to leave them. I really do feel like from what the cards came out, I feel like it was something sexual going on. Um, because again, the last three cards that came out, they all came out in the upright, but it's the world, the star, and the devil. And like I said in either part one, it might have been part 1A, I said that um they all were naked on the card. So that just was giving me like the inkling or whatever that this could have definitely been about something sexual. Like again, I don't know if this specifically has to do with somebody being connected to that group home or something, or this is a totally different person. But I definitely feel like this dude got something to do with something sexual. And then I bet you, I'm not trying to bet on it, like but it's more than likely her body probably was found without any clothes on because all three of these cards, and they didn't. This not. I don't feel like this could be their first time. They might have did this before. Now did they? Now they did it before. Did they get away with it? I don't know. But from the devil card, it's like these people is literally with no clothes on. They literally got no clothes on, and I had started off saying earlier in one of the part 1A or 1B that what I said that I didn't like know if it was like I could it was like I was saying first I was saying like I couldn't you can't really tell if it's a male and a female on that card, but you actually can, and you know how you could tell if it's a male and female on that card. So I don't need to explain that. So this person might not have even this might not even been their first time. um this could be somebody they be waiting for the opportunity for a young child to come across them. Like I feel like this could be somebody that did something before. I don't know. It's like I don't know if they was like really trying to help her or yeah, just is just like and then again like I said, somebody that I said she told them no. This is somebody they don't like and it like it's not like a regular type you tell somebody no and it's like they like okay and they move on. No, this person they probably could be somebody because it says quick tempered. This is somebody that it could I feel like it can um what is it it like it infuriates them. It makes them I don't know, I guess lash out, act out, something like that. That's what I'm getting. um Yeah, because this person, I really do, like I said, I feel like she fought back. Um, that could be the reason why they took her hands. I just heard a horn beep, so that's confirmation. So, and it don't gotta be all three, but it could be one of the three, or it could be two of the three. But they definitely did that because she fought back, and more than likely it was DNA under her nails or something where it had. Well, yeah, it was in her nails because I don't understand what would be the other reason why you doing that. If you already done did what you did to her, you already burying her, and then you no, you dismembered her, you buried her. So what would be the point for you to take her hands if that's not the reason? I know you not. I know they not trying to keep it as some kind of souvenir or something. Like that would be. Oh my god! It gotta be the reason why they did that. It gotta be. She did. She was trying to fight back a lot, like, cause it must have been a lot. Like they like, oh, I can't take no chance in this coming back to me or like that type of thing. Like which is crazy, but you already had did what you did, so it's more than likely this person done had contact with her, and you know what I mean by contact with her. So yeah, again, like I really do feel like that's what it was because the world, the star, and this devil, nobody has clothes on. Something about water could be significant because the star card, she's like pouring water or something with liquid or maybe this person could possibly be a water sign or a fire. I'm about to say a fire sign or air sign, which is the star is Aquarius. They could be a Capricorn. They could be what's the world card I said again? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So, and I feel like she was trying to get away because it was some kind of drama going on or something like that. Okay, because again, you had that card came out that says drama is draining, and then you had the other card that came out from the other oracle deck, which was the first one that came out was gossip. So it was definitely something was going on in that place. I wonder if this is that place where she left from. Is it still open? Because I don't know. I haven't even really Googled to see where this place is at. And I still really am not understanding. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the dynamics of why she was in the group home. I don't know if she was like, because sometimes I feel like parents be putting their kids in those type of homes or something because I don't know if it's like they want to teach them some kind of discipline or something of that nature, or they feel like they can't care for them for whatever reason. Because I know, like here where in the area where I'm at, they do have group homes, but I feel like the ones that I'm more, I know it's other ones, because it's so much. It could probably be so many things, you know. It got to be like a list of different things as why um, young people are getting put in group homes. Um, so I don't know if it was like something mental or if it was something like health wise, or it could just be, I know it could be a lot of reasons to that. Somebody feeling like they or whoever was her guardians that put her in there, they felt like they couldn't handle her. It could be so many different things. Cause I also I also watched growing up where they used to have what was that show when they used to have the kids, that juvenile kids, they'll have them go to like the prisons to like, but you can't be having them go to no prisons now with the way stuff is now. Heck no. But yeah, back in the day when I was growing up, they used to have the I don't know if it was called locked in or something like that, where they would have sometimes they would have like a group of the juveniles that would be really out of control and stuff like that. They would have them go to the prisons, like the to see what it is. They have the prisoners talk to them. Like I forgot what the name of that show was. I think that was on A. What is it? A&E. A&E. I think it was on A&E. Yep. So I'm gonna use this horror oracle deck. We're gonna get some cards from this deck to see. Like I said, I left all the cards out that I did in the video earlier. I do want to clarify the tarot that came out, so I'm gonna clarify that too. But that's gonna be like in another part. But we're gonna get a few cards from this, and then we're gonna go into the next part of this reading with these cards, and then we'll go to whatever else I decide to use. I do want to use the true crime oracle deck because they still trying to figure out uh, a weapon and the cause of death. I'm really like instantly right now. I'm getting the S word. That's what I'm getting. I don't know if they use something or they use they hands like. So I'm getting the S word. Yeah, I see. I hear like a plane or something in the back. Okay, let's see. Um, or is that a motorcycle or something? It's like some kind of fast car or something. I hear some kind of car or something in the background. All right. So what do we need to see from this deck in regards to Emily Pike, in regards to the day she went missing, in regards to her passing? What do we need to see from this deck? Whatever we need to see from this deck in regards to her going missing and her passing. Okay. Wow. Three came out. I'm gonna take the top one though. We got Escape came out in reverse. So these cards have upright and reverse meanings. So we got Escape. We got Animal at the back of the deck. We also have Fire and Forbidden. So I'm telling you, I feel like something, whoever this person was, like I was saying in part 1A or 1B, this is somebody, like I said, I don't know who this person is to her. Like I said, I don't know if she knew this person already or this is somebody that she came across when she ran away from the group home. Somebody did not, they don't like to hear no. I feel like that's why Quick Tempered came out, and it um because it's kind of like getting a little conflicting energy, but I don't know if it's like this could be somebody that, look, Animal came back out. So I don't know if what am I trying to say? I don't know if what happened to her, did it stem from the group home when she was there, or did it stem from when she ended up leaving and running, or leaving and or running away. So yeah, but definitely Escape came out. Somebody did not want her to. I feel like with it being in reverse, even though when I read off the meaning, it might have a different meaning, like of what I'm gonna say. I definitely feel like somebody didn't want her to, like, get away from them. And then again earlier, like, what other card came out? The other deck I was using, and it came out in reverse, and it was like, was it a Night Energy too or something? But look how they both is in reverse. You got the Knight of Cups in reverse, and you got the Escape card in reverse. Somebody definitely didn't want her to. It's either something she knew, or they somebody definitely didn't want her to get away, and she was already telling them no, or whatever have you. Yep. Yeah, this is messed up. It wouldn't even matter though if it was a difference if she was older. It still is not right. It's still not right. It's not. I don't know how people could be doing this type of stuff and just I don't know. I just feel like I just have to keep saying that, because I just don't. That's the people that they need to be, examining and studying and experimenting on the people with these type of minds, because maybe they'll be able to do something to to minimize it, like, I don't know, because it's just is crazy. And it could be somebody that's like, they could be around her age. She was 14. It could be somebody that was, like, I would say 18 at the most, the oldest. But then again, it could be somebody that's even way older than that. So I don't know. Let me get one more card, and then I'm gonna close out this video and start another part. What else do we need to see from this deck in regards to the young lady, Emily Pike? What else we need to see? So we got a few cards that came out. Wow, I'm gonna take this one. We got Book. So the way it came out to me, look, Animals at the back of deck again. At the back of the deck again. But you got Book that came out in the upright. You also have Flight and Cat. Somebody looked at her as some kind of, like, attraction, like, like you see in the card when I was saying earlier, like, this is a movie, and the meaning of this card is meaning as if you're like the center of attention, and you're like on display, like, um because the cat is like it's in a enclosed cage, and they're like the attraction. They draw people. The cat is like drawing people in, and you know, um, so we're gonna go ahead and close out this video, and I'm gonna go to another video to start, and we're gonna pull them, get a few more of these to come out, and then I'm gonna read off the meanings. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute.